Hey, this is Johnny Vatos, and you're listening to Brigade-Radio-One.
Walking down the street, I was hit by something last night. Weird science, elastic tubes and pots and...
Hey everyone, it's Ethan, the Executive Director here at Brigade-Radio-One. As many of you know, we produce a lot of radio content with people like Director Michael Lange of Bones and X-Files, Director Steve SURIK of Lost in Space, Daredevil, Luke Cage. We work with a lot of producers as well, from Cindy Caponera of Shameless to Jason Schumann of Role Models to Eric Linus Kaplan of Futurama and Big Bang Theory. What we need is partnership. Go to patreon.com/Brigade-Radio-One. Become a partner today. Score yourself some concert tickets, VIP access, behind-the-scenes footage, and all kinds of other craziness. Get involved, become a partner. Help us not only deliver great radio content, but also help make the world a better place. Go to patreon.com/Brigade-Radio-One.
You're listening to Brigade Radio 1.
And I was always kind of a big fan of, the origins of the Templars is really interesting. It's sort of the beginning of Friday the 13th. The reason we have Friday the 13th is because that's the day they were rounded up by the King of France. But to speak to the production design there, we shot that in Prague, and there's just all these great craftsmen. So, they built, it was the biggest backlot in Europe at the time. They built basically like a Euro Disneyland where it was like a little, they had the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, and they, there's no OSHA there. There's no such thing as like standards of building. And what they do is the production basically gives the company building it ownership. Like, you own this, we have nothing to do with it. And then they build it, and you see like guys up there smoking cigarettes with they're cutting plywood with chainsaws. They're standing on a roof and they're just cutting the plywood with the chainsaw.
You gotta love Prague, right?
Yeah.
It cuts right through the red tape on all your
that's right.
Your safety and hazard prevention.
No scaffolding, and then actually we were shooting, I think, episode 3 or 4, and the entire set caught fire and burned down in like 30 minutes.
Now, when something like that happens, I'm assuming you take the necessary precautions and steps and kind of wall up and call the fire department, or is there one cameraman that says, "Hey, let's get that"?
We actually
let's
weren't
film that
shooting,
for our records.
We weren't shooting on the backlot when it happened. And look, the Prague Fire Department, I mean, no offense to them, but you really kind of respect American firefighting when you see their machines, because like their hose is like 1/3 the diameter, and
it's still like the World War II era.
It's like it's not. And it took them like a half an hour to get there. And then when they were there, they were sort of timid because there was some, obviously some maybe dangerous situations, but you just realize American firefighters are what you want.
Take a smoke break, look at a map.
Exactly.
I'm not going in there. That is a bad idea. I'm not.
I always love that at Emergency. Remember the old show Emergency? They'd show up and they'd always like look at a map before they assaulted the fire. Like, what are you studying there? What are you really looking at?
Right.
And they do that on Baywatch a lot too. They're like, "What? Get the map out." I'm like, wait a minute. The outhouse is on fire, jackass. Just fucking turn the hose on it.
Exactly.
Can we get a blueprint of this outhouse, please, Mitch?
It's funny.
No, but I was really impressed with the show. I thought it was really well cast, and that's where a lot of those shows. I don't know about you guys. That's where a lot of those shows lose me, is when they get very pretty types or types that feel that maybe. I know that a lot of people were young in that era.
Yeah.
As with like the Western era, I know a lot of people were younger, but I don't like the cast too young. I like to feel like I like older actors. When we grew up on older actors playing the parts, right?
Yeah.
Like we saw John Wayne in the Green Berets. He was probably 61.
There's no way he would have been. Yeah.
But you look at this John Wayne when he's fighting the Viet Cong. It's like you bought it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at this cast going. This is a great cast and a bit of a murder mystery, right?
Yeah. The murder mystery, and like we had some great actors that people know from, like, we had Jim Carter from Downton Abbey, who was great, and Julian Ovenden, who was from Downton Abbey, who's super talented, and Tom Cullen. We had a really great cast and great actors. I mean, that's the beauty of casting out of Europe. Is, you're really,
and they're jobbers, right? They don't give you too much shit.
They're way. I mean, I think they're definitely easier than a lot of American actors, and just they're.
They don't expect the money that American actors do.
They expect the money, and they're trained. These guys are trained. I mean, they're not, like people in Hollywood. No, not knocking them, but they come to Hollywood because people tell them they're really good looking, and they don't think they need to study. And the UK, it's different. They're just all about really studying the art form.
Yeah, I hated all the times I heard that growing up. Like, man, you're really good looking. You don't have to study. Or anything. Sucked.
Must not have any talent because you're so attractive.
Right. Yeah. I'll just stay here and be talentless.
You better subscribe to this channel before you look uncool.